You could say it's cake with a kick. What's the kick? Jack Daniel's whiskey, the thing that put Moore County and Lynchburg, Tennessee on the map. Retired accountant and Lynchburg resident Billy Thomas created this concoction and calls it the Lynchburg Whiskey Cake. In the beginning, it was just Billy and his niece Cleta. Now he has 6 employees. And Billy says this sweet venture began because he was bored.
I just knew I couldn't sit down. I just can't do it. I've got to do something. I don't have enough to do. And I've been thinking for years about a cake. And probably 30, 40 years about a cake and a restaurant. I used to want to own a restaurant, a steak restaurant and a night business. And either that or making something to market. I wanted to be in manufacturing, so I thought this is what I need to do. And I liked that cake, and I thought this I just know will hit the market well.
That cake Billy is talking about is one his beloved mother Ethma, whose nickname is Bunt, used to make when he was growing up.
Well, it was just Mother's favorite cake. She'd say, I'm making my favorite cake for the kids, and it was made at Christmas time.
Since his mother's favorite cake did not include liquor, Billy had to modify the recipe just a little bit. Once he and his family agreed with the taste, Billy decided he needed to ask strangers their opinion.
I carried downtown because we have a lot of tourists here in Lynchburg. I carried for the clerks and the tourists on the street that didn't know me, so it'd be independent. Just an old simple way, would you like to taste this cake? And they taste it. And how did you like the cake? And just tell me the truth, and they would tell me. And I just wanted to do 50 cakes a month and sell them to the stores downtown for tourists that comes here to have something, a little novelty out and carry home. And by the time we got going, a couple months, we was up to 200 cakes a month, and the end of the year we was at 500.
Wow.
So it grew from that, and it's still growing now. We're doing 300 a day.
The work is done in a quaint building that looks more like a country cottage than a factory. And Billy, he never has to walk very far to work because it's in his backyard.
We're out here on the farm making it. We want to make it where she made it.
Billy made the cakes for about 13 months before deciding he was ready to diversify. He came up with the idea to make some candy, and his wife Nancy thought something with pecans would be nice. So Billy's idea became the Lynchburg Whiskey Balls, and Nancy's idea became the Lynchburg Whiskey Pecan Pralines. A whiskey ball is a sugar-based candy mixed in with pieces of pecans and hand-dipped in milk chocolate. The pralines are jumbo pecan halves from Georgia, coated in a candy mix, and of course both items are flavored with Jack Daniel's.
They hit the market well and really went good. And again, I started it with the stores down at Lynchburg.
Because the company makes so many products flavored with Jack Daniel's whiskey, you may be wondering, how is Billy able to transport the amount he needs each month into a dry county? Well, we wondered too.
I went to legislature with my own bill to allow me to haul unlimited quantities into a dry county to use at this bakery. And it was passed.
A bakery that began as a hobby has grown into a successful business for Billy Thomas. Life for him is now sweeter than ever.
I wish I'd started this 30, 40 years ago. When I first had the idea, I just kept putting off wanting to. It's really enjoyable. It's always good to be in business yourself. I love my career. I had a great career. It was one that I wouldn't trade back for anything. But at the same time, I wish I'd started my business my own because I love it.